Hey friends, today I would like to discuss about growing use of cliches like sovereignty of God. To start with, if a person practices social evil like lust and racism, it is too easy for them to choose Calvinism as it gives them a way to say they can do anything they want and they would still be saved, as once saved is always saved. People say the biblical reason behind such a salvation is God's sovereignty, that it doesn't matter if they are obedient in their walk or not. God is obligated to save them. Again, I hear this cliché statement far too often. Sovereignty of God, however, is described differently in Bible. Bible presents it as God's will to exercise judgment and allowing people into tests, but God doesn't tempt. If you are born to a certain family or environment, you have faced God's will that didn't involve your own will, but this doesn't relate to salvation. Grace is an opportunity, but it is not a way to escape Judgment Day. Grace represents the fact that a person who grew up in an advanced Pentecostal family is more probable to know Bible better than a Calvinist or Baptist kid. But again, grace can be rejected and salvation is completely based on grace accepted by free will of an individual. To explain further why people choose to overuse and led to creation of such cliches, I had a friend who was around 28 or 29 years old. He lusted for a church girl and started calling it as God's will in his life. Both went for a hike for hours and then suddenly the church girl broke up with my Reformed church friend. He now started saying that it was God's will that they broke up. After some time, he again lusted for another church girl and same way, he started calling new relationship as God's will in his life. Since this time, both of them are nearing 30, they will stay together, but through both relationship, lust and racism were the prime key and not spiritual growth. So, that is why the cliché is misused to gain worldly benefits and cited as an excuse for sin inside churches. Just like saying, oh, everyone has sinned and therefore it is okay to sin and nobody is perfect. Lust and racism is practiced inside churches easily with once saved always saved criteria, although it is practiced in false Pentecostal churches also.